to it, all that matters is ourselves, is that we have each other. I got to make sure I've got the title of this right. I think I do. When it comes down to it, all that matters is each other. It's truly that you have somebody in your life. And it really doesn't matter what others may think. It doesn't. It doesn't matter what the world thinks. It doesn't matter what the big government thinks. It doesn't matter what the naysayers think. It doesn't matter what the haters think. It doesn't matter when it comes right down to it. What comes down to it. I'm not going to look at this. It doesn't matter what others say about you. It doesn't matter what the thoughts in your head may be saying, especially if they do not match who you are. It doesn't. It doesn't matter. If it's negative, it doesn't really matter now, does it? Because it really doesn't define you now, does it? All the negativeness, all the naysaying, all of the speaking down and all of that, it doesn't matter what the world thinks. It matters what's on the inside. Hello. Right here. What's on the inside of you. And we're living in a world where this world will beat you down if it can. The universe doesn't want you to be beaten down, but we live in a world where people are beaten down on a daily basis, psychologically, emotionally, verbally, sometimes physically. And it's hard to find your footing in a world that doesn't have too much to give you hope in, truly. It's hard to find hope when you look around and you're not seeing much hope in the world. And you look around at others and there's not much hope that can be found in them either, because they look hopeless. In fact, they feel hopeless on the inside of their being. So then where are you going to find the hope? Where are you going to find the hope when you're looking around and you can't see it in the eyes of people? They look hopeless. They may, their words that they speak may sound very hopeless. They may sound very negative. This is what seems to be prevalent. People are looking for hope. They're looking for something. They're looking for a brighter future. They're not looking for a darker future, even though, you know, you look around and you think, well, the future doesn't look too happy. It looks kind of bleak. And it may look kind of bleak. But it doesn't mean that we need to give in to the bleakness, now does it? It doesn't mean that we need to give in to perhaps the lies that people say, the lies that you may see in, I don't know, news articles, in social media and stuff like that. If there be any encouragement, it truly needs to come from the inside of us right here. Right here. And if that means tuning out all the negativeness that's in the world, then tune it out. Tune it out. Because sometimes you're a lot better when you turn off that TV, get off that computer, get off that phone, disassociate with those who bring you down, just to totally cut them out. There's a lot of people who are cutting people out of their life. They are. If you don't, it's like if they don't fit in your life, if they do nothing for you, if they do nothing for you but bring you down, and you're trying to keep your hope up, you're trying to keep your spirit up, there's a lot of people who are just like saying, I can't handle it. And they can't. They can't handle it. They cannot handle it because the world is falling apart. And people aren't strong like they used to be. It's like everyone is needing a shoulder to lean on. Rosie, honey, come back here. Rosie, honey, you're looking for a way out, honey. I can help you, baby, because you're a little baby. I can help you, Rosie. Let me help you get through, Rosie. I can do that for you, Rosie. Let me help you out. See, Rosie's just looking for someone to help her. All I have to do is raise that curtain for my little baby Rosie, because this is where Rosie wants to go. She just wants to have a place that she can, like, rest in. You're okay, Rosie, honey. You can do it. You go on, honey. She wants her own spot. She said, just you go ahead and have your conversation. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to lay down. I'm going to lay down on the desk is what I'm going to do. Oh, when it comes down to it, all you have is each other. The world could fall apart. Life could be destroyed as long as you have someone there with you. So as long as you have a shoulder to lean on. You may say, all I need is Jesus. That's true at times. It is. But it is nice to have other physical human beings near you. It is. It's nice to have good friends. It's nice to have good family members. It's nice to have a shoulder to lean on, a shoulder to cry on. It's nice to hear encouraging words instead of discouraging. And it just, no, there is an energy in the air. I'm just going to tell you, it's in the air, and it's a heavy energy. I can feel it. I can. It's, you can think of the energy like a low pressure system is what you can think about it as, a low pressure system. And it is an energy that literally presses down on you. And it puts the pressure on you. And it's not good pressure. It's like negative pressure. It's like a low pressure energy system that it just comes out of nowhere. It shows up when it wants. It does. That's how it does it. Do you like it? No, I don't like it, Gina, because it drains me of my energy. It makes me want to go to sleep. I don't even want to get out of bed. I don't even want to get off the couch. All I find myself doing is just sitting there staring at my phone, staring at it, just drone scrolling. I feel like a drone. It's feel like it's all I do is just scroll, 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 scroll. It's like scroll, scroll, scroll your phone gently down. No, it's not like row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. What if life is but a dream? To some people, it is. Some people feel that we live in a dream. We live in a matrix. We live in a world that seems uncontrollable right now. And sometimes when you are able to control it, it makes it a little bit more pleasant to live in. It does. There are some things that are beyond your control and you can't control it. Don't even attempt to do it, because the more you attempt to try to control things that are beyond your control, the more the frustration is going to well up on the inside of you, and you might get yourself a little upset. Don't do it. We need your vibration to remain high. We truly, truly do. You got the radio waves and the microwaves and the 6G, etc. It's draining the people's energy and it's trying to suck out their life force. It is. It's sucking out the life force of people. It's like, reminds me of that Hexus on the Fern Gully. How Hexus is in their machine. They're destroying the rainforest and stuff, and he's born out of this toxicness. Sticks his big Hexus mouth on there. Just sucks it out. I love that toxic love. Just sucks it right out. But he gets defeated. He does get defeated, is what happens. Hello there, Sharzar. High vibes, y'all. We got the high vibes. It's going to be harder and harder, and it is harder for people to keep their vibration high. It is. It's like something beyond them. Something beyond them, something out there is literally coming against them. And you can't even, at times you can't even see it, but you can sure sense it and you can sure feel it. And it's like you can get up out of that bed and you can say, I'm having a really good day. You can go about your day. Everything is going perfect. And then voila, comes a certain time frame in a certain period of day. And then boom, it's like somebody pours water. Just pours water and just drowns you. You feel like your emotions get really heavy. Your feelings get really heavy within you, and some people feel like they're drowning in their emotions, and it just happens like that. It does. And when it comes right down to it, what really matters? You matter. I matter. We matter. We all matter. We matter more than all this materialistic things, all this new technology and stuff that's out there, that because it is literally accelerating at a rate that we cannot even comprehend, and in ways that we cannot comprehend. We cannot keep up with it. We can't. Don't even try to keep up with it. There are some who are able, but the majority of us, we can't. And it may feel like life is passing us by. We can't live the life that we used to live because of all the technology. The technology is choking it out. This is real. The technology is choking out our way of life, the way that we did things, the way that we communicate. We no longer can communicate, or we no longer choose to communicate the old-fashioned way, where some people do. Some people, you can meet person to person. It's text messages, pick up the phone, call, voice over text, FaceTiming. Well, I like the FaceTiming. If you're over long distances, it's nice to see your loved ones and your friends. It is. But no, the technology is doing away with a way of life that we used to have, that we used to know. I mean, we still know it to some extent, but it too will quickly fade away. It will become a thing of the past. It will. There will be the old humans. There will be the augmented humans. There will be the humans that refuse to be augmented with the technology inside their body. It's real. You will refuse to be augmented with technology in your body. And some may say, well, we already got the technology in our body. Don't you know it, Gina? You already got the nanoparticles all in your bloodstream. They're all in your body. We loaded with technology. Can you get it out? They know more about us than we know about them. They do. Or do we know more about them than they know about us? I can feel, my goodness, I feel the energy. I feel the energy on here. Can anybody else feel the energy? That it's literally, there is an energy that's coming through this airwave right now. I can feel it. It is I'm picking up on an energy. I am. It's a domineering energy. It has a domineering frequency with it. It wants to dominate. It does, and I don't know if you're feeling the frequency too. If you have felt a frequency like that in the air, that it's like a frequency that is a domineering frequency that wants to come in and override your frequency that you have. I don't know if you can sense it or that you have sensed it. There is a frequency out there that comes in and it overrides our frequency. It's like a program, how they write something to override whatever this program is designed to do. There is a program that is written, and it literally will override the commands that were put into place. This is the frequency that's out there, the technology frequency. It is technology based, but it's more in the frequency based thing. It is technology created this type of frequency that it's trying to override how we are programmed on the inside. We're programmed from birth. Jeannie, you sound kind of whatever. I am kind of whatever right now. I really am. It's like it's a domineering frequency. It wants to override our frequency. It wants to hijack it. It wants to hack into our bodies, hack into our emotions, hack into our thoughts, hack into us, our DNA. It wants to hack into it and change it so that we are changed on the inside. If it could hack into our spiritual part of us, which it's trying really hard, it's trying to break the code, the genetic code that belongs to our spirits on the inside. It's trying very, very hard to break the code. It has not broke it yet. It's trying hard. I'm just going to say I can sense it's trying hard to do it. And it's not going to stop trying. It's not. It's going to get to the point when it realizes it cannot break it. And since it can't break it, it can't change it. It cannot change your spiritual genetics. And it's going to try to figure another way around it. It is. It's the one thing it can't change. It's like the God spark. It is like your spark, your genetic spark inside of you. It's a God spark. It can become a flame and change everything. And the energy out there knows that your spark, you have the God spark in you. And if this spark becomes a flame, this is what it knows is coming. It is change. That is, everything changes when your spark becomes a flame. And it is fully capable of doing it. And what it's worried about is not just one spark. It's worried about all the other sparks and all the other people. It's not just worried about your spark or my spark. No, it's all the sparks combined, because it will literally create a change of events. And it will change. Oh, they almost made me choke. And it will change their plans, is what it's going to do. And it's a domineering, it's a very, very, very domineering frequency out there. It's got, I'm just going to tell you, it's got the upper hand right now, and it knows it does. We know it does. It's got the upper hand. Things are going the way it wants it to go. They are. Things are going the way this domineering energy wants things to go right now, but it's not going to last. It's not going to be able to maintain the level of influence that it has in this world, because it does have a domineering influence. It's not going to be able to maintain that. That's sometime in the future. But as for now, it is it's maintaining it. It is. It's not backing down. This energy that's out there is not going to back down at all. You can't back down either. You may, it wants you, it literally is an energy that wants to come in and make you back down. It wants to intimidate your spirit. See, that's what it is. Intimidation tactics. Intimidate the spirit within you to make you become lesser of the spirit person that you are, the person that you are on the inside. It wants to use intimidation tactics, like they do with prisoners. When they take them prisoners, that's what they do on them, to get them to bow to their will, to do whatever they want them to do. No. You can't give in to the intimidation, although you may feel like it, and although you may have given in several times. You're right, I'm not going to do nothing. It's not worth the effort that I have to put. It's making it really hard. This energy out there is making it very difficult on people to keep going, and it's literally making other people thinking, well, you know, what is my purpose here? I heard from someone today, it's putting thoughts in people's head, and they're not good thoughts. Okay, they're not. And you know that does not come from God. It doesn't come from love. When you get good thoughts, when you get these bad thoughts in your head, and they make you feel really bad because they keep going around and round in your head, and they start bringing you lower and lower and lower. It's like they're literally drilling in your head continually, negative thoughts about you. And you know they did not originate from you. They came from outside of you, from a force outside of you. They don't originate on the inside. They don't. But they come in and invade right there, and they keep spinning and spinning and spinning, and keep, somehow you can hear the thoughts, and they make you think that they're your thoughts when you know they're not your thoughts, because you didn't used to feel that way about yourself. But now there's a technology out there that is doing that to people. You've got to recognize it. When you get these thoughts that come into your head, you got to hold them captive. Do not dwell on them Do not, because that's, when you dwell on them, they become bigger inside of you, and they will take control over you, and you will be, they'll keep you down for a long time, the longer you listen to them. Do not listen to them. Don't. It's a tactic. It's an intimidation tactic. It is a war tactic. It's a talk. It's thoughts of self-defeat, even though they were not your thoughts. They were implanted thoughts that were put into your head. Thoughts of self-defeat that came from the enemy, because the enemy does not like your light. And the energy notices your light. It feels your light. It feels your presence. And it is in your presence. Your light is in its way. And it's trying everything within its power to get your light out of its way. You just got to stop it. Just don't listen to it, you all. Do not listen to it. I am going to go. I am gracious Heavenly Father. May you be with each and every one of us, and may you give us the strength that we need on the inside of our being to hold every thought captive, to stand in your love, and to stay grounded in your love, knowing that the day is going to come when you will set things right, when you will take your army of light and sweep over this planet and rid it of the evil once and for all. That's right. It's going to be rid of the evil once and for all. That day is coming, and the evil knows it. And that's why it's pressing hard on people. That's why it's coming in like a low pressure system to literally press us down, to keep us from rising up within our spirit, to keep us from having hope. They want us to think that there is no hope. But the hope comes from inside. It doesn't come from outside of us. It's inside of us. So why would we want to think there is no hope when the hope is always on the inside of us, living? It's a living hope. But the enemy will tell you otherwise, totally otherwise. I am going to go, you all. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love. You have a wonderful rest of your day. And don't back down. Don't back down. It's going to get rough. It's going to get really rough. Don't you dare don't back down, and stand your ground. Put on that full armor of God. Put the sword in your hand. Do not back down from them, because they're really trying really hard, and they're attacking lots of people. They're attacking the spirit inside of you. This is spiritual warfare. Whether they like us saying it or not, it's too bad. It's spiritual warfare that's taking place on a grand scale, a worldwide scale. Spiritual warfare. Thank you all for your comments. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and you just got to keep going. No matter how low it gets, how low can you go? If you go too low, you'll have to pick yourself up off the ground. And if you can't do it, somebody's going to reach down and pick you up off that ground. You ain't going to be laying there long. You better not be laying there long, because they're going to be using you as a doormat. No, it's okay. It's okay if you feel low at times. You don't always stay there. You get back up. It's okay if you get in the valley at times. Okay, it is. You're not always going to be in the valley. You'll go up on the mountaintop. You'll make your way back up there. Just remember that. It's not always going to be like this. It's not. And if you feel like you're going to a valley right now, you're not always going to be in that valley. You're not. You're going to come out of it. You might have some friends joining you in that valley, so you're going to have to lean on them too. They're all probably going to be wondering, we need to get out of this valley. See, your friends are going to pull you out of that valley that you're in. You got to think of it that way. That's right. You got to climb that mountain. You're going to climb out of that valley. And if you have to stand on each other's shoulders to make a human ladder, so you get up there and get something else to pull each other up, you can do it. You can do it. You can. I am going to go. So, and with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And thank you, moderators. Thank you all for your comments. Don't you give up. I'm not giving up. And they're coming at me pretty hard, but I'm not giving up. I'm not. I'll still show my face. Whether I want to show my face or not, I'll still open my mouth. Whether this human Gina wants to open her mouth or not, I'm still going to open my mouth. I'm still going to speak from my spirit, because in this human flesh of mine, I'm weak, but in my spirit, I am strong. So I am going to stand up, spiritually speaking. That's where I'm my strongest, in my spirit, just like you. Your flesh may be weak, but your spirit is much stronger than your flesh. And you can face tomorrow. You can face the darkness. You got what it takes. You got it. Love you.